When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense
gets away from one. He's got space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Nebraska!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him! And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This The start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Nebraska, 14. Rutgers, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Toss sweep to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, do it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the tailback. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
There he goes to the left, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
On offense, you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate here, backed up deep in your own end, a quick throw on the slant, but the defense right now playing so physical, they're able to jar the ball loose on the incompletion because of the hit against one of the faster players you're going to see in college football.
Right on target this time. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the missed connection on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll give it to him again. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, we'll have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He wants to throw it again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Running back searching for a hole. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. The 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Now on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Going to sling it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Red pass, it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the option. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Slips through the line, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Fires to the tight end, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the ground, it's John. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
From the red zone, it's John. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. By the coverage unit to stop the return man. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Steamrolls his way ahead. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job on the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Cooks. Found the spot in the defense. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying them.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to kick it away.
A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
To the ground. He's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
On the run, it's John. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.